Welcome back to the long-delayed final part of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness Blind. For God's sake, I hate when the capture card lags before we've even began. That and having to freaking switch the capture card, right? If I want to, record off my GameCube, which I'm doing right now, I have to insert the three leads all functioning. I'm unsure what those leads are called. They're the leads that are like red, white, and yellow. So I've got one each for the PS3, the GameCube, and the PS2. So when I go around to, recording for a game on a different console, I have to switch them around. And I get them mixed up because they're all identical. And it's hard to follow it back to where the console is because there's there's like 2 crates, or 3 crates even, at the bottom of my bed, and it's just they get stuck around there a bit, so it's hard to follow the lead back to where the console is. It's an absolute clusterfuck, and it's annoying. Anyways, though, annoyance aside, this is the final part. It's I've only just getting around to recording for this, but I've already recorded a new LP to, fill in the, what's the word I'm looking for? The gap left by this LP when it's completed. It isn't a Pokemon game, but, well, you'll see when we get to it. I gotta say, though, so far the quality of this new LP that I'm doing is shite. Shite. Absolute shit. It's a game that's colourful, much like this, but it looks like shit on the recording because of capture card. I think the reason, I don't know, maybe it's even hardware related. Because when I record stuff with off my PS3, it usually looks like crap anyway, which is what I'm recording it off of. It's actually a PS1 game, but got it off the PSN, so yeah, blah. Probably would have better quality if I just used them later, but. And what can you... So, maybe it's because, I've noticed the quality. It's not exactly perfect. But recording for this LP and Wind Waker, both on the GameCube, the quality looks much more significantly better than when I record off the PS3. Anyways, we're gonna take on Assface one last time. But, oh, and another thing is I've actually already recorded the After LP talk before even recording this. It's I did that yesterday, I think, so it wasn't exactly ages ago. I've just been putting it on hold for a while because I'm just what do I want to do? And even then I'm oh, the After LP talk could have been better, but I was lazy. It's with the After LP talk, I tend to script them nowadays, just write a script so they're not nearly as long as they usually would be. If it's just me rambling on as various characters, it can drag on for 7 minutes at least. While this one was narrowed down to 4 minutes, because I wrote a script for it. But it could have been so much better if I just improvised, ad-libbed, because it would have been probably more random. But, yeah. Before we actually head on out, I'm gonna show, all those Persona 4 clips, right, that I put together to use in battle and all that. Oh, actually, before we head on out, I should get my Pokemon, my lineup of Pokemon that I want for the final battle. But anyways, those Persona 4 clips, I'd, made them into one file, right? It's 4 minutes long or something like that. I just thought I'd show it in this part, from start to finish. There's, one bit that is completely out of nowhere where I'm just how predictable! Because as I was looking for clips, I found that amusing, so I threw that in there. There's also one clip, you'll probably see what I mean, but there's one bit where, Chie gets knocked out. I'm not sure if I'm actually using this LP, for when Primeape gets knocked out, but it's my reaction on it, because sometimes I couldn't find parts in my LP where I wasn't commentating at the time, and my reaction when Chie gets knocked out is quite amusing because I sound like a freaking crow. I will insert that entire thing. It's about 4 minutes long. Yeah.
Our enemy is down. We must strike. Ready?
Ow.
Here's our chance. Let's go. Let's do it.
Smooth, Yuki-chan!
Take this. Someone finish it off. I couldn't do it. Senpai, come on, get up. I'm okay. It's over. Don't tell me it's not working. I can't defeat it. Persona! I couldn't do it. Hey, not bad, Teddy. Whoops, Teddy's gone boneless.
What?
Bear pile on the enemy!
So persistent. Please come again. Aha! Is this our chance? Let's do it! Ah! So who's next in line for a stomping?
Fuck
The
you!
senpai needs help. Our enemy is down. We must strike. I broke a sweat. Now, shall we move on?
Ow! Fuck. Whoa!
John's hurt! Hurry and heal her!
Our enemy is down. We must strike.
How predictable!
Yuki-chan's hurt! Yuki-chan's hurt! Hurry and heal her!
Ha, you
Oh,
missed.
Yuki-chan, that was lovely!
Someone finish it off.
Just what?
Let me do it.
Kick its ass.
Ready to go. Ha! Take this.
Woohoo! Yuki-chan's mad as heck! It's so stubborn! What? I can't defeat it!
Yeah, nice one. Knock that bitch down.
Amazing, Yukiko-senpai.
Yuki-chan's the best!
Yukiko-senpai's poisoned.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Ah!
Chie-senpai, come on, get up.
Can you stand?
Good.
Hey! I'm on my back! Did I level up?
Take this.
Don't think, feel.
Okay, without any further delay, let's get the Pokemon that we seek. Did you see how long it took just to load that? What the hell, game? Do 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 do. Actually, what Pokemon have I got with me currently anyway? Oh, it's just Lugia, that's the one then. Oh Lord Sludgy Sludge. Sorry, you Lugia. It's only only appearance they had in the previous part was using the move that was ineffective and getting knocked out. Didn't even take part in the final battle in Mount Battle. Sayuri, Gardevoir took over for that. He's like, ah, you son of a bitch. And Earthring finished the job. Or Teddy, should I say. It's been a long time since we've been to this, hasn't it? Hell, it's been ages since we've been to Guardian Port in general. Remember when I rambled for an entire part about Pokemon Sun and Moon here? Good times. How do I get? There we go. We must take on the... Actually, this guy got anything to say? By the way, what brings you here? Get your errand finished quick so I can go sail with you. Well, you're not going to be able to do that, sir, because there's no advancements beyond this point. Gotta think about it, I don't think we've faced Greevil when he hasn't got a single shadow Pokemon, so this will be at least mildly interesting. Going to obviously curb stomp his ass because he ain't gonna stand a chance. Boom, 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 boom. Is it even in here? I forget where he is. Oh, he's up here. Now let us celebrate the success of my Shadow Pokemon plan in advance, even though all the Shadow Pokemon that I had have been purified. And don't even belong to me anymore. I will personally see to you the destruction of your Pokemon. Didn't have much to say, did he? It's like a third time around. I mean, I get it, right? It's one of those games where you can face the final boss multiple times. So even if there's something that makes it like the catcher has a change of heart or anything like that, it's like, no, that's completely negated simply so you can battle him again. You are way too underleveled to be facing me, sir. Like, absurdly so. You know what I'm gonna do is, to make this fancier, I'm going to have each one of my Pokemon take out one of his Pokemon. That is what we're gonna do here, potentially.
Here's our chance. Let's go. Let's do it.
At least we got different battle music, because honestly, that diddy-doo, diddy-doo, the default battle music will get on my nerves. I mean, it's alright, but when it's used for almost every battle, it's a bit repetitive. Let's go with... How about Teddy? And Sayuri. If anything, I think Lord Sludge shall have the most trouble trying to take out a Pokemon here. Because, let's just face it, Lord Sludge isn't really a powerhouse compared to everyone else. You don't intimidate me. Your attack is ineffective. I get deja vu here, man. It's like my... Oh, that was much more effective, but not really. Getting flashbacks to my LPs of Pokemon Fire Red and Emerald. At least I think the same thing happened in Fire Red. Yeah, it did. We're just like, okay, let's take on the Elite Four and the champion again for the finale. But by that point, you're so overpowered that it's just pitiful. Look at that! Now look at that Stormy. It's like his legs just like bend the knees. Wait, I don't have knees, but bend them anyway. Never noticed that before. But like in my Emerald LP, I remember taking on all the gym leaders in the final rematch, and they were considerably tougher. I used the Battle Frontier rejects, as I called them. So it was a lot of variety in that, but then for the finale, I think I just took on the Elite Four and all that again, which were even weaker than the gym leaders. It's like, there's not really, well, like, I could conclude it with the Orc Coliseum, but I ain't fucking doing that shit. Besides, this will lead to the ending of the game as well, so it makes it more fitting, but, you know, this battle is one-sided. Thunderbolts! Didn't stand a chance. Altaria! That'll make the matchup odd. And an Aerodactyl. Well, shit. Lord Sludge is not gonna have a good time here. But I did say, one Pokemon per Pokemon. No kill stealing on any of your parts now, sirs and ma'ams. Lord Sludge returns. If I did go with Lugia, this would be over in one hit each one, really, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, it's not a good choice. It's a good choice for Yuka though, because you know you can dodge that shit. This is not fair. Lord Sludge doesn't get to do anything here because of you assholes. How about you double team eventually?
We must strike!
Not that you're gonna be out, of course. Sludge will live on forever in my heart. You horrible person. How dare you do that to the Lord of Sludge? Just for the hell of it. So all you know how to do is earthquake. This isn't gonna get you very far here. We're gonna finish this off with Espion. Oh, I suppose you do know Mala moves. Maybe super effective, but not good enough. Actually, have I got that by any chance? Okay, just for the hell of it. Aspion, finish him. Her. How a mere child crushed my cherished plan. What? This can't be. His clothes make him look like, I don't know, just his body shape makes him look like he would fit right in the original Sims, you know. It's your fault I won't forgive. There's no forgiving you. Grandmaster, we're done here. We should blow up Citadark Isle with the child still on it. And be dark and edgy and shit. But if I get that, our shadow booklet that and our subordinates would be lost as well. Grandmaster, such things can be replaced. We must ensure our own survival. I've readied a helicopter for our escape. We've got to leave now. You're right. Wait! Please wait, you're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape. You should be ashamed. Ashamed clinging to foolish pride will guarantee Cypher's demise. Cypher must survive, that is our first duty. The Grandmaster feels the same way. We need to have a sequel at some point, but we probably won't because they've probably forgotten about this spin-off series. Yes, for Cypher's sake, sacrifices must be endured. What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory has been destroyed. XD001 was defeated. It's been purified for God's sake. The trainer here could have brought it along and it would have been more fitting. But he went with Lord Sludge because, well, reasons. Nothing remains of Cypher. Silent Cypher will live forever. If only this child hadn't. Grandmaster, please give the order to blow up Citadark Isle. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't begrudge us, child. How do you blow up a volcano? Stop! Let us put a stop to this fire! Don't call him father, call him the Grand Master of Happiness. Father, you've lost sight of what is important. You got carried away by this whole Grand Master nonsense. It is impossible to take over the world by producing... it isn't powerful Pokemon by producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this child. This child's pure heart won out over XD001. We were in the wrong. Silence, silence, silence! Why aren't you showing some spine? We've come so far. With our Happiness. Cypher is finished. Father, you yourself should know that more than anyone. Oh, look at me, I'm like a monk or something. A monk gone bad. He always has a smirk on his face, the other guy, doesn't he? Now please, stand up. Just like, I am standing up. Oh, sorry, I forgot how short you were. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we have done. Oh, everything I did, all of it was a mistake. The law of the land will, have judgment on it. My ass. We don't see them having to face any, what's the word I'm looking for? Wherever the word I'm looking for. Look at his ear. What the fuck is that? Is that supposed to be an indication of an earring, but they forgot to put the earring in, or what? How is his ear stretched like that? Is he part elven? Thanks to your courage, we were finally able to awake from our nightmare. Thank you. You'll have nothing to fear from us ever. You should return home to your family. Let us meet again, too. The next time we battle, it won't be as mortal enemies. I will look forward to it. Oh yeah, that's a thing. You can face those two brothers at the All Coliseum, but of course I didn't go for it all. But at some stages you can battle them, and you can also battle Chobin at some points. I think there was another trainer or two. All the admins are there as well. But we only went through Lovrina because it's freaking hell to go through. It was that kind of, it was the second admin that we would have encountered on the second time around, but it's just freaking too challenging in the bullshittiest of ways. The dark cloud's clear because you defeated the antagonist. Hurrah! Even though you defeated him already before, and everyone's like, yay! We didn't know you were doing that, but hooray anyway. All I can think is of my New Year video, just like I can hear the guitar in my head. It's like just playing over there with, I don't know what effect I was using. It might have been, I can't remember what it's called now. It was a very odd sounding effect. I think Jimi Hendrix used it quite a bit, so I'm not sure. And everyone gathers for a group picture. Hell, I've only just noticed on the far left there was the, what was she? Wait, this is different, isn't it? The, Pokemon Center girl, woman. I don't remember this happening last time. You tell me we get a secret extra scene if we've actually, like, fully 100% purified all the Pokemon or something? I didn't know that. I don't remember that scene. So I suppose it was fitting to conclude it that way. We saw something different potentially there. Because I don't remember that. Director Manabu Yamana. It's like a Honey Cove background there. What's going on, like? Shinichi! Kazunori Oreo! Tsukasa Tawada! An Eevee! A Togepi that we got but didn't because we traded it to the other guy. There's Teddy in his youth! Baltoy, which could have been a clay doll if we'd actually used it and leveled it up. Lovrina, Shrooms, Natsu, Mariba. Why am I speaking in that all day? It's Chobin in the Mecha Groudon. Growlithe. Could have been Arcanine if I'd used the Firestone on it. Primeape, and the actual ape-man himself. Bannet, I forget the name of the other animals. Hounda. Zangoose. That guy, whose name I forget. Moltres. Articuno. Zapdos. This is a really weird order. I think I've commented on that before. For the Pokemon in the outro here. Well, credits. Delcatty and Seedot. The other guy and his Lunatone. He was the second admin. He's the one you face next in line in the All Coliseum. Jancy and Astami. But why did he appear before the other guy? It's the wrong order. Snorant. Lapras. Jesus worked on this game. Vulpix and Mawile. Maybe it's not even pronounced that. Duskull. Mirabee. Nosfas. Leddyba. This is like a name that Pokemon game here, isn't it? Or something. Venomoth. Can you name all of these Pokemon? Dragonite. And Greevil. And Shadow Lugia. Jervy, was her name Lily or something, and Crane, and a Bonsley. Wait for it, and a Munchlax Generation 4. Before it was there. 2005. How many years ago is that now? It's definitely, well, obviously it's over 10 years ago. I think it was even around about, well, no. I got my GameCube originally back when Colosseum was first out. Actually, let's load the game and see what happens now. I think it just threw us into the game again instantly last time, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. Ah, Michael, welcome back. You're quite a hero. Everyone says so about you, but be sure to show your face to Lily every so often. Don't you can't say it to you, it won't say it to you, she is about. Of course she's worried about you. She's just not programmed to care so much because she's a video game character. Let's go drink out of the fridge. Oh, we can't. Oh, wait. Oh. We have to take the elevator back down just to do that. Anyway, I suppose I should start wrapping up this LP, you know. I find that a weird word against it, because say you're wrapping up a present, but wrapping up in this case is, you know, let's get this concluded and all that. But imagine wrapping up, like, physically a Let's Play. How would that even work? Would it just be like, here's a hard drive with each part of it. Wrap it up now. We've already talked to that guy since purifying all the shadow Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what to say, really. This LP went on much longer than I thought, and much like with Pokemon Emeralds... Why are you staring at... Okay, he's not staring at the door completely. Much like with Pokemon Emerald, where it's like, okay, this will be the final Pokemon LP that I do, because... well, there's not really much else, really. Well, there is. But none that... I just don't know. It's like the only reason I end up LPing this is because I realized that Pokemon Colosseum had a sequel that I never played, so I was like, I gotta play that, so let's do a Let's Play. Because at the end of my Pokemon Emerald LP, like I said, I didn't have any plans for another Pokemon LP. It's like I've been saying a number of times, it's like, I would like to LP Soul Silver, but the trouble is, that's a DS game. If it was a Game Boy Advance game, fair enough, but... and that's another thing. There was apparently at one point an add-on for the GameCube that allows you to play Game Boy Advance games on the big screen, essentially. Never heard of that till recently. So that's kind of something, I guess. But I don't think there's anything like that, like for, say, the Wii for DS kind of thing. Which is a shame. It's like, I have LP'd a DS game before, but I just didn't like how the emulation works for DS games. It works fine, it's just the screen is just really weird because there's two screens and they're both small. It just doesn't quite feel right like that. Which makes me think of, you know, the whole Switch they've got going now. It's like that is both a handheld and a home console, so you could have it on the big screen or on a small screen. I'm just wondering, you know, if they ever release like DS Pokemon games or wherever, or even new ones on that. It's like, ooh, maybe could LP that. I don't know even own a Switch. My nephew does, but you get the idea. That's like just like, ooh, maybe. And then there's also like the spin-off games. I was thinking the other day, it's like, what about those Ranger games? I only played one of them, and it's like, I don't know. That's DS again, really, isn't it? It's like, I just have no idea. It's like, I could probably LP, like, I want to LP the Johto region ones, which is why I want to LP Soul Silver, but not having to emulate it, preferably, you know? But then the only other ones for the Johto ones would be the original ones, which I haven't actually played, and they would look considerably aged compared to the updated version. It's because, like, you know, LP-wise, I've been all over the regions. Half the regions, I should say. I've been to Kanto, I've been to Hoenn, I've been to the Ore region here. And, actually, is that the only place I've been? There was Kanto, there was Hoenn, there was also the Sevi Islands. So, I take that back, I haven't been to many regions in these LPs. Well, I did briefly go to the Sinnoh region in that April Fool's video. If you're a long-time viewer, you might remember that. I can barely remember it, to be honest. I forget what year it was when I did that. The only April Fool's joke I've ever done on this channel was upload, like, a part of me playing Pokemon Diamond, I think it was. It's like, but not LPing it. I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind on that one. Simply because, just like, I'm not completely Pokemon'd out, essentially. But, whatever. This LP was so long, it surpassed any other Pokemon LP outside of the Mystery Dungeon games. Kind of think of it. Well, yeah, I know for a fact there are all Mystery Dungeon games because I've played them now. I haven't played the Sky one, which is like a more detailed version of the Explorers of Darkness and Time. I hear that one's like potentially the best in the series, but I'm not sure if it's just the same story as the other ones. Then there's the other two ones, but they're on 3DS, so I don't even know if that can even be emulated, and like I said, I prefer to just play it off the actual console, but I don't know how to do that. That's why I hate handheld consoles. It's like, it's impossible to freaking... Well, it isn't impossible, but I just don't know how. I remember, like, when I heard, like, you could, like, use the PSP on the PS3, it was like, oh, does that mean you can play PSP games on the PS3? No, it doesn't. It just means you can use the freaking PSP as a controller. It's like, why do you do that? It's like, god damn it, Sony, why'd you do that? It's like... I wanted to potentially LP some PSP games or something, but no. No. It's the same with, you know, Nintendo here. It's like, we've got our Game Boys, we got our DS's, but the handheld, so yeah. Ain't that a shame? Annoys me, man. Another Pokemon game, I suppose. That's considerably different to the other Pokemon games of LP'd is Pokemon Channel. Just like, why not someday? I don't know. I don't even know where the game is. I think my nephew borrowed my GameCube games ages ago, and I remember seeing Pokemon Channel out of its case, so I'm not sure if it's in its case right now or not. But that could be a potential one. Just like, yeah, let's watch TV with freaking Pikachu for our Let's Play. That'd be kind of random. Then there's the games I haven't played, like, what's it called? Pokemon Snap? Was that the one where you take pictures of Pokemon or something? And there are other spin-offs, you know, that I haven't played, that were on consoles. It's just, I just don't know. Whatever, you know. Maybe there'll be other Pokemon LPs someday, but for right now it's just kind of uncertain because they're all on handhelds, really, most of them, aren't they? Dr. Crane, what have you got to say? Hi, Michael, I've heard you have now purified all the Shadow Pokemon. That's fantastic work. Our Pokemon will be able to live in peace without fear. This is all you're doing, Michael. We all owe you a huge thanks. Michael, you've grown so impressively. The purified chamber represents the dreams of Professor Crane and myself, and of course your followers too. Seeing you make use of the purified chamber so capably, I can't help but feel a tug of destiny. Big brother Jovi doesn't get it, but Mimi and the other Pokemon are all very happy. Did you do something incredible? You did, didn't you? Jovi, you are such an oddball. I mean, look at your hair. What's up with that? It's all just blue. Well, I suppose another thing for Pokemon. Just like related, maybe I'll do that random thing I mentioned with Alpha Sapphire, but that isn't actually a Let's Play, is it? It's more of just like, let me show screenshots. Well, they're not even screenshots, pictures I've taken with my phone off of a screen of my freaking 3DS, of my journey through that game, because can't help it, it's a freaking 3DS game. I mean, that's what annoys me about the Pokemon games. They're all handheld, mostly. And it's just like, so infuriating. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this considerably lengthy LP that's just, I just have no idea how to wrap it up, really. It's just like, it's the first of the long LPs that comes to a conclusion here. It's like, honestly, I was debating in my head, it's like, which LP will get concluded first? This or Final Fantasy X? They've both been going on for almost the same amount of time. It's ridiculous. But nope, Final Fantasy X still currently lives on. Like, currently, I've just gone like... If you count the Magic Sisters as one, I've got 2 Dark Aeons to defeat, and the final super boss that comes after that, and Nemesis in the arena, and then the final boss. So even that one's getting towards its final conclusion eventually as well. And then there's Wind Waker. I'm already in the last stretch of the game when you think about it. It's just side quests, and then, you know, getting all the shards, and then going off to the final area of the game. Just like, what the hell, man? When are we gonna LP after all this shit? Just like, I've already started work on a new LP for after this, which I've already recorded 3 parts for. But still, it's like, went like a whole year or 2 of just the same LPs because they've been dragging on so long. And now it's just like got to the point where they finally come to a conclusion. I'm just like, oh shit, what am I gonna use to fill in after that? But whatever, I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I hope you've enjoyed this lengthy LP, and all that jazz, and blah-de-blah, blue-blah-blee, blah-blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll LP another Pokemon game someday, but I don't know. Hey! You see that? She was looking at me when I turned away. What do you think you're looking at? Why are you looking at me? Stop staring into my soul. I can't see your eyes so clearly, but I know they're soul staring. Anyways. Final time. Oh, actually, what I've been forgetting to do is thoughts on the game, really. It's like, compared to Colosseum, I feel like this one doesn't quite hold up quite as much plot-wise. It was alright, but it kind of felt like a rehash of Colosseum, but with Hoenn Pokemon rather than a mix of Kanto and Johto. Although they did have a bit of Kanto Pokemon thrown in, but they were mostly just Pokemon you could find in the Hoenn games. But it was alright. I like that it was a continuation of the plot, like the story with Cypher kind of reforming under new leadership. but it just felt like Colosseum had stronger characters. It's like, I don't know, like Lovrena was an interesting character, I guess, but it's pretty much kind of similar to Lady Venus in Colosseum. And then you had the muscular gorilla guy, who I think had more personality than the muscular guy admin from the previous one. And I guess you could look at the guy who had Lunatone and Solrock, whose name I keep forgetting. Could be the scientist guy from Colosseum. Don't know which one I feel had more personality of those two. Of course, then you had Mirror fucking B, so that's a plus. Overall, I thought it was an alright game. Yeah, it's quite a lot of variety to do as well, with like Pokemon Bingo, the battle CDs. It had variety, I like that. It was very time consuming, but it was good. I like that. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this long ass LP. Look forward to whatever else and blah de blah. That is all. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out. See you whenever in any other of my videos and stuff. I'm really bad when it comes to concluding the LP. Not only that, I'm bad at starting the LP as well. That new LP I mentioned, like in the very first part, it felt like a clusterfuck because I was like, trying to get into the motion of the LP. It's like the start is always awkward, and then everything else smooth. Then the ending, awkward again. Just like how to start and end something, you know? It's like when this LP, it's like easy how to end the part. With see you next time. This, it's like, this is the final part though. Well, see you next time in a different LP, essentially. Man, I ramble so much. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this long ass, ridiculously long, I might as well save the game one last time here. I rambled for several minutes or so there. Hope you enjoyed it. That is all. On with the After LP talk. Peace out. Which is funny to say that because you'll see what I mean at the end of the After LP talk. But that is all. Hope you enjoyed this LP. On with the After LP talk.
Hello and welcome once again to the After LP talk. This was a much longer LP than I thought it would be.
The fact that it went over 100 parts is insane. The only other Pokemon LPs he's done that have made it over 100 parts with the Mystery Dungeon games.
Does that mean that this game had a lot more engaging story than Colosseum Fire Red and Emerald?
I think it was more to do with how long it took Blue Skull Dragon 87 to clear things in this game. Pokemon Bingo, Mount Battle, the old Colosseum that he didn't end up clearing. There's a bunch of things to do in this game.
There was also a lot of rambling throughout this Let's Play.
No kidding, there was even a part that was nothing but rambling about a different game in this series.
Yeah, a lot of rambling and getting sidetracked made this Let's Play longer.
He also failed a lot at various challenges in the game.
Hey, how about we look at the LP playlist and see if we can count how many parts were dedicated to certain challenges?
Not a bad idea. Let's first look at the old Colosseum parts. There are at least 8 parts where he took on the old Colosseum.
Wow, and I think he only cleared the first stage of that Colosseum.
How about the Bingo game? He spent a lot of parts clearing those.
Yeah, let's see. At least 12 parts for that one.
Add in the battle CDs and Mount Battle, and it's no wonder this LP went on for so long.
Wow, somehow forgot about the battle CDs. Those took up a lot of parts too.
This Let's Play had more parts than both the Fire Red and Colosseum LPs combined. Only the Mystery Dungeon Let's Plays surpassed this Let's Play in video count out of all the Pokemon LPs.
It's quite incredible, really.
So, what do you guys think of this LP overall? Lamphicide, I think it was pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, it was alright. Moments like this Colosseum battle against Lovrena were pretty good.
The plot for this game was also alright. Maybe not as good as Colosseum, but it was pretty decent.
Decent, how dare you show such disrespect to the great Dr. Kamiko? Chobin, how'd he get here? Haha, I bet you would like to know how Chobin got here, wouldn't you?
Wait, Dr. Kamiko didn't even play much of a role in the main plot.
Ah, you have ruined Chobin's train of thought. Now I must leave to retrace my thoughts. Okay, that was a bit weird.
Let's just wrap this LP up before he gets back here.
But this might be the final Pokemon LP that Blue Skull Dragon 87 does. You can't let the final part end that quickly.
Well, he said the same thing at the end of the Emerald LP, so who knows? Maybe there'll be another Pokemon game someday.
Really?
Who the hell knows? I'm out of here.
Well, I guess that was that. See you in the next After LP Talk in whatever game Blue Skull Dragon 87 clears next.
Hey, why'd you guys have to leave so quickly? Chobin has returned. Ah, now I see why they left so quickly. Chobin remembers that I was going to explain how I got here. And how did you get it here, exactly? Chobin used the front door. Why aren't you praising Chobin? Maybe you are an enemy of Dr. Kamiko. What? Chobin must defeat you. But I'm not an enemy, I am but a humble dolphin that saved the world from aliens. What? Chobin is confused. Oh! Chobin needs to return to Dr. Kamiko right now. I think Chobin is weirder here than he was in the game itself. What the hell? Well, anyways, I guess it's time to wrap this LP up. We hope you enjoyed this lengthy blind Let's Play of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. See you in the next After LP Talk session of whatever Let's Play Blue Skull Dragon 87 completes next. Peace out.